Hello.
Hello.
I can see you now.
You can see me.
Yay!
I can see you now. Oh my God.
We're
Hi.
here.
We
I
made
gotta do
it.
my dance move every time I see you. Hey, hey.
We made it. We did it.
Yes.
So we're gonna have a good show tonight. We have a beautiful guest. Oh my God. I feel like she's my sister. I feel like she's my aunt. I feel like she's my cousin. I feel
Turn it
she
off.
is an amazing woman of God. Can we just say that?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
She is amazing. But before we have Miss Rhonda Morman on, we are going to go over our current events. You ready?
Yes.
I'm ready. So
Okay.
so everybody so everybody knows this is episode 5 of the Monologue Room Live,
Yes.
brought to you by Instagram. Yes,
Yes.
hey
Yes.
y'all, welcome. Come on in this room. We're gonna have a good time tonight. We are here with the peeps who've been holding us down,
What's up, y'all?
Yes.
liking all of our posts,
Yes.
giving us all of them hearts,
Hearts
giving
and
us all those
sweat.
comments. Thank you so much for being here with us. I'm so
Yes.
excited for the show, Marina. I'm
Me too.
nervous, but I'm excited. You
Right.
know, this
Wait,
is
hold
live and
on.
in color.
I'm having a little technical difficulties. I'm trying to get this thing
Okay.
to go straight.
Okay.
And
Okay.
my assistant is back here trying to help me out. So what's up, y'all? How y'all doing today?
We good. How are
Good.
Y'all good?
you?
Okay.
You
What's up,
good?
boss
Whew.
lady? You good?
Looking
Boss
good.
lady? That's my nickname?
That's her
It's
name,
not
boss lady.
It's not Friday. It's Thursday,
HNIC.
but it's feeling like a blessed Friday. Okay.
It is. It is. And what's Brittany's nickname? Bucket.
B baby.
I love it. I love it. I
What's
love
up?
it. I love it. So you say you're having technical difficulties?
Yeah, because you remember when we were in the other live chat, my phone was tilted to the side, but now here we got to make it straight. So I got to.
Yes, you have to make it straight.
So give me a second, y'all. Give me a second.
Brittany, are you
Okay.
good?
Yes.
Now I.
You good? Okay, good.
You guys are buffering a little.
Yeah, I noticed that. I'm not sure why.
Here, be cute until we come back
Okay.
on. Into the,
We'll let it buffer. We'll let it buffer and do its thing. We're here. Miss Rhonda is waiting for us, and so I want us to get into our current events and move forward so we can get her in here because she dropped so many gems with us just a few minutes ago, and I want her to do the same with the people that are watching.
okay.
Yes. So, are you ready? I'm ready for
Yes.
you.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's get into it. Oh, we lost Sam. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We lost Beckett, but that's
That's
okay.
okay. Let me see.
Let's
I'll add them
get
back in here.
into these current events.
Yes, okay, let's start it off. Let's see. So, go ahead.
Okay, there
So
I
we
am.
had a little There you are. Hey
There
buddy.
you go.
So we had a little synergy happening over this last week.
Yeah, we did.
We really did. So we were in our streaming service game this weekend. So we have
Yes,
some conversation for each other. You watched Without Remorse starring
yes.
Michael
Michael B.
B.
Jordan.
Jordan,
Yes.
and I just want to find out what is your take on Tom Clancy, spy, Navy SEAL, international. What is your take, on this version of Michael B. Jordan?
So, when we had the conversation the other day, I didn't know
Hmm.
that it was a book, right?
Okay.
Oh, it was a
So,
book.
yeah, it's a book. So,
Yes.
haven't read the book, but you know what? Michael B. Jordan, is he a great actor? Yes. Have we seen this before? Yes.
Yes.
I knew what the outcome was going to be before the first scene was over. Not like that, it was good. Lauren London, she was in there for maybe all of 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it
Yeah.
was good to see her
She was
back.
the typical black person in a horror film back in the day. There
Yeah,
for 5 minutes, then you don't see him again.
was gone.
Yes, that's exactly right.
She was gone. I enjoy it. I mean, it was a cool movie.
Okay.
But I like to I don't want to know what's going to happen already. I don't want to figure it out already. You know what I mean? While I'm watching it, like I knew the ending, and then we
Yeah.
didn't have to watch the ending. The movie didn't compare to the trailer as of yet.
Mm. It didn't hold its weight.
Well,
Okay.
that actually that takes us back in the day, like we talked about. Movies are not, well, life period is not the way it used to be. Back in the day, a movie, you will be waiting on it. You will be excited, and when you see it, you be
Yeah,
like, "Oh my God, it's it." These days, movies are all the same. It's no
true.
excitement.
Hmm.
It's no like, "Oh, I can't wait to watch that again." It's like because they all doing the same thing. So
Exactly. It's
Yes.
like the recycling, right?
yeah,
I think you
yeah,
kind of
everything.
mentioned that. It's the whole recycling ordeal. And it's like, make something new already. So what
Right
is
Yes.
your
there.
favorite?
So I love this. Someone says in the comments, Tom Clancy puts his cinematography touches on war movies. Yes, that
Yes.
is so true.
Yes.
But for this one, the action, yeah, I'm here for it. Shoot 'em up, bang bang. But at the
Correct.
same time, I'm here for Michael B. Jordan giving me grieving,
Yeah.
husband and father. I'm here for the shirtless scene, excuse
For
me, for
the
those who are
bodies,
not there for that.
for the yada 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 yada. Yes.
I'm here for it all.
Yes.
And I felt
Well,
like, they gave
I
us
gotta make
they
a joke about that. I'm sorry, I gotta make a
okay.
joke. If y'all want to, it's some sites you can go on if you want to see a man taking his
Oh,
shirt
stop it. Okay, do
No.
we're
Give us
not here
something
for
else,
that.
okay?
No, we're
Not
not here for that. Not for
no.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yada
No,
yada yada.
no. No, not at all.
I got a couple for you if you want me to send them to you. I can.
PG versions of Michael B. Jordan. We don't want none of that extra stuff. But no, I I'm gonna piggyback off what you were saying, Marina.
Yeah.
I went into it watching the trailer like
Uh-huh.
oh, this is gonna be
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I will kind of reiterate what we talked about when we met. I was expecting, I was hoping this was going to give us a new Denzel. This was going to be, we're going to
Like I said,
get the one tier, glory one tier. We're going to get to see another side of Michael B. Jordan. Because
Mm.
we got a side of him that was very, open and raw from Creed, but that was a
Yeah.
little different because it was more urban, not urban, I don't want to say that. It was more centered around someone who was from a community and he had his boxing gym. It was different. I would just say
Yeah,
it's
it was
different.
totally different.
yeah.
Whereas this is, like you said, war movie, Tom Clancy, bang
Yeah.
bang, action, stab them, shoot them, flip
Yeah.
over,
Yeah.
drive the car off the
Yeah.
bridge. But then at the same time, in the trailer, they gave us this moment where I was like weeping
When he lit the car up,
at the
I was like,
trailer.
when he lit the car up, I was ready to watch the movie. But you know what my favorite scene was, and then we're gonna move forward because you were talking about
Yes.
Denzel, so we're gonna go
Yes.
into
Okay.
the next current event. But
Okay.
my favorite part was when he drove the car off the
Ooh.
bridge and down there in the water. I don't want to give. I'm
Don't
sorry if
give
you
too much
haven't seen it,
away.
guys.
Spoiler
But
alert. Spoiler alert. Shh,
spoiler alert.
Marina.
But under the water,
Oh
looking at the
man.
man that killed his wife, he was like, just looking at him like, I
Yes.
that was like one of my favorite
I would
parts.
have to say, if there's any saving grace for the film from beginning to end, from opening credits to closing post scene credits,
Yeah,
okay? um, yes, there was a post scene,
yes,
post credit scene. That for the whole movie that was like yes,
yes,
yes, give me more of
yes.
that,
Be
give me
more of
all of
that.
that.
Yeah.
I need this version.
But speaking of Denzel, okay, let's
Hmm.
transition. So, do you think they're trying to make Michael B. Jordan into our Denzel? Now, I think that They are, but should we look at Michael B. Jordan as our next Denzel and just let him be Michael B.
Mm.
Jordan? Because Denzel Washington's son is coming. He's here.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah,
And
yes.
he's.
and that's John Washington. He played in the Tenant.
Yes.
I don't think you've seen
Yes.
it, Bucket, but the Tenant. How did you
I
feel
watched
about
the
the Tenant?
trailer though. I
Did you
kind
watch
of
the
watched
trailer?
it. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Okay,
watched a
how
little
did
bit
you
of
feel
it.
about the? How did you feel about it, Britt? Like,
I'm going to answer your question. I'm going to answer your question with two statements.
yes,
Yes, I truly believe they want to push Michael B. Jordan in a way that John David Washington is not quite there yet.
there yet? Okay,
If you think about, how many films Michael has been in, how many leading roles he's had, he's won Sexiest Man Alive twice now, I think, or at least once in the last 2 or 3 years.
yes,
So he's got something happening. He's our
he
new
does.
Idris Elba.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
yeah, they're trying to push him. But I will say, Mr. John David, the son of the legend,
Denzel
he's
Washington.
not playing no
He's not.
games either.
He's
You're going to
coming.
have to take that crown.
He's
Yeah,
coming.
And Mr. Washington, he's not letting it go either. I know
but
he's got at least two
also,
films coming out
his
soon.
name speaks for him. His father is
Yeah.
Denzel Washington, so
But you,
his name, people was looking for him to be this great actor, and he probably already has stripes because of his father. So
but you,
it's
True.
but true. But he didn't want that. He
He
really
didn't.
didn't want anybody to know that he was Denzel Washington's son because he didn't want the
Yes.
handout. And that's what I
Yes.
really
oh,
appreciate
okay, yeah,
about him.
Right.
But yes, indeed, people will look at him and say, "That's Denzel Washington's son."
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
So
all
he's gonna
day.
come through
I,
like a wrecking ball, like his daddy. So
Yes,
absolutely.
when
I
you
don't know. Go ahead,
when
Sam. Finish.
so that actually takes me back to movies back in the day. There is no when you say the boy is our new Denzel Washington. To me,
Hmm.
that's some big shoes to fill because
yes,
they're
it
not
is.
making movies like they
It
were
really
back in the day.
is.
You know, it's
Hmm.
Really, it is.
it's a lot of things that they're adding to these movies these days where the actors don't even have to do what they
That
really are doing
much.
in the movies because back in the
Hmm.
day he was really jumping off buildings or he was really doing that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
when that's it. So I love I
Absolutely.
he's a great actor, don't get me wrong, but when you
Hmm.
say Denzel, you gotta be on point.
Yeah, you do. So I just kind of, want to keep Michael B. Jordan in his lane, keep
Yeah.
John Washington in his lane, and not compare
Yeah.
them to
Right.
Denzel Washington. But it seems like the industry is trying to do that. No
Yeah.
one can take Denzel's place. Period. We all know that. Like I said before, Denzel Washington is one of those actors that in every movie that you see him in, you believe that he is the character that he is
Hmm.
playing. Period,
Yes.
hands down. You don't look at him like, oh, that's Denzel playing this person. No, you look at Denzel
No.
like
Ever.
Yeah.
this is this character. You lose all sight of Denzel Washington, and he pulls you out of your reality and out of your world into his world,
Yeah.
and that's what a great actor is supposed to do. Period.
Exactly.
Point blank. Hands
Transform the
down.
situation. Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say Michael is on a good track to
Yes.
get to there, but the testament or the proof positive for me is
Hmm.
if there are people who can play versions of Denzel as different characters.
Yes.
There's Denzel the person, but nobody plays Denzel the person. Everybody plays a different character. There was a whole short film, I think back in 2018, 2019, that was at the Grauman, and it was exquisite because every person in the scene played a different. They played John Q. They played Denzel as the pilot. I forget in that whatever the movie was. They had I think his name was Frank in American Gangster. They was that Denzel. I was like, yes,
Yes. See, I mean, come on.
this is it.
This is,
So
yeah, exactly.
like
Exactly.
Bucky said, big shoes to fill.
Big shoes.
Uh, Michael B. Jordan, I appreciate and I commend you on your job in no remorse or without remorse. But keep them coming.
Keep
Yeah.
You got a mountain to climb to get there, my friend.
Yeah.
Not enough
Speaking of
not enough shirtless
yada
movies
yada
you can
yada yada
do
yada.
to
I'm going to
outclass
the gym after this.
the man, Mr. Washington. I'm
You
sorry.
going
I'm
to the gym
sorry.
after this?
I'm going to work out after this. Y'all keep talking about the shirts taking off. I'm taking my
You
That's
shirt
know, and
funny.
speaking of keeping them coming, so we all know, well, all of us may not know, we're transitioning into our next current event, which is Michael B. Jordan is in this as well,
Uh-huh.
which is Wakanda Forever.
Ooh.
Yes.
Black
Wakanda
Panther.
forever. Black Panther Wakanda forever.
So the thing is, they have a release date,
Mhm.
July 8th, 2022.
Uh,
Yes.
I just I just want to know how they're going to yeah. I don't know about this. I'm
Yeah.
nervous.
so didn't you
I'm
guys say
nervous.
something about casting? Like they don't even have like everybody cast yet or
Right.
something like that?
So
Yeah.
I did my due diligence. I was on IMDb the night that trailer for Marvel dropped and they showed the title. And I was very, very shook
Yeah.
because they have like 6 people cast and one of them is rumored. So
So it's not complete.
it's not complete. How are you dropping a date and you don't have everybody confirmed? Don't
Yeah.
do that.
That's
I
Yeah,
don't want
I don't
that's
know.
kind of
I don't
stressful.
know how they do that. It's Marvel. I guess they can do that. I mean, who are we
yeah,
to say, you know?
I know, right? Who are we to dictate Disney?
Here
But
they come.
still, don't play with
Yeah.
my emotions like that. Like, confirm Denai Guerrera. She's not doing what's her name, Michonne no more. Just put her on the books.
Um,
Make her come back. I need my Delaje Major Delaje Major. Hopefully I'm saying it right. I need my lady warriors. I need my female army
yeah,
because
yeah, I don't know.
it's
Okay,
just, look, I'm over here. I'm over here like
yeah,
I need it.
I'm holding it dear to
I
my
need
heart,
it. I need
dear to dear
Well,
to
I'm
everybody
my
to
gonna
come
tell
heart.
back.
y'all what I want them to bring back. The
What?
color purple. Take me on back to 1985. I want to have church and cry and beat up all at the same
Wait, but
Oh yes,
speaking of not going back, but going to our next current event, which is
yes.
the Black Ladies Sketch Show.
Woohoo.
We
Yeah,
Amazing.
come on, Marina. Let them
yeah.
know. Let them
Robin
know.
Thede,
Let them
Robin,
know.
Robin Thede is queen. Okay,
Yes.
she is the queen of this Black Lady Sketch Show. Like she built the table, just like we're doing for ourselves.
Yeah.
She
Yes.
built the table and said, "Come on."
Mhm.
And she brought her girls, or however she did it, but she brought the
Yeah.
people in that she knew. And
Yes.
just to see them right now on the second season,
Amazing.
Mhm.
I'm just like,
And the thing that I love the most about it, I believe season 1 dropped in 2019, right under the radar. Nobody was
yep,
expecting it.
yep,
Nobody. I don't remember hearing a lot of hoopla about it.
right.
And then it dropped, and it was my wildest dreams come to life on HBO at 8 o'clock every Friday night. Like, as
It's
a black
crazy.
woman, it's just like this is I needed this. I
Yeah,
needed the foolishness.
It's
I needed
crazy.
the ratchetness. I needed the bouginess. I needed it all.
I needed it
Man.
all. What
It's
do you
funny.
think, Bucky? Because you watched it. What do
Let
you
me tell
think?
y'all. Let me
Yes.
tell the world right now. I had never even heard of it until the monologue room. But when I
Mm.
started, I could not stop. I've been laughing. I'm at work trying to type and I'm looking and laughing.
Oh
You know,
wow.
my favorite one is oh God. Get Your Life.
Oh,
Yes.
Get Your Life had me crying. I also like the one where they were in the workout room on the bikes and stuff.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That
Yes.
was funny. That was
The
definitely funny.
That was hilarious.
I
Yeah.
kind of felt some type of way about the courtroom skit because they was bashing the
They,
only male that
That's
yeah.
my favorite.
so I
I
liked
Black
it, but
Lady
I'm like, come on with the
Courtroom.
male
Black
bashing.
Lady It's look. It's
That's
not
my
called a Black
favorite.
people courtroom. It's called a Black
Black Lady
Lady
Courtroom.
courtroom.
Well, we don't have to do
So
that.
From the
But
judge to the
can I just
jury
say
to the
one
lawyer.
yes,
thing?
yes,
One thing that I really love, like you stated about the table. When someone don't invite you to their table, you make your own. You go get your wood, you build your own table, you
That's right.
invite who
yes,
you want to your table.
That's
So,
right.
and that's like gave me the push to do what I need to do for us to find a new job of interest and doing things like that. You don't have to be
absolutely.
invited to everyone's table because everybody don't like you. So what
That's
you
true.
need to
Mm-mm.
do is don't give up. Just create your own. Go get you some wood. Go to Home Depot.
Correct.
Build
You're
your
Mm-hmm.
right.
own stuff and
You're
give
right.
your
That's
own party. You
Absolutely.
feel me?
because SNL passed on her, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's the
Yes.
thing. They passed on her, and
Yes.
then look at her
And
now.
I think she had a daily, like it was a version of the Daily Show on Comedy Central for a little bit. But her comedy, the way her brain, like the way her brain works, I said this before, is like a paradise.
Yeah.
It's like the Garden of Eden for Black women
Yeah.
because everything can happen. I
Yeah.
mean, I was just thinking about season one, and I don't remember the title of the skit, but it was the episode where, and maybe some folks who are in the room know this episode, but it's where two coworkers are in the room, and she wasn't able to do her makeup, and she comes in and her cubicle mate is like, "Girl, are you dying?"
Right.
And it goes through a progression. It's if you haven't seen this show, do yourself a favor. The
Yes,
world
definitely.
is not getting any better. No,
Serious.
rainbows are not shining at the moment. Just do your
No.
spirit a favor and go give yourself a laugh at
Tonight.
at the behest of Robin Thede because she's giving it to you. She is making
She really is,
sure
and she had me
laughter
crying.
exists right now. It's
All
a great show. Great
all the
show.
ladies involved are hilarious. And just coming from the first season, moving into the second season, seamless.
Oh yes,
Seamless because of the
absolutely.
changes. You would never know. So do yourself a favor and go and watch the Black Lady Sketch
Black Lady
Show, which
Sketch
is on
Show.
HBO
Pull it
Max,
up
right?
on YouTube if you
Oh,
wanted to
YouTube.
get a preview. Pull it up on YouTube.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
telling you,
Oh yes.
you will not
Yes.
be
Absolutely.
disappointed, guys. I'm telling you, it's fire. And I
At
and
off.
they all pretty black women,
They're
like
all
black.
gorgeous.
They gorgeous,
Ridiculously gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Absolutely
Absolutely.
gorgeous. Yes.
Oh, girl
So
had that wave, them big finger waves. I was like, ooh, I got seasick. Oh, hold on, y'all. One last one was the wedding.
Yes.
The wedding. Oh my God.
Oh, did you watch it?
Who could not say I do? He
I
said
told
everything
you.
but
Yerp.
I do.
Yeah.
wait,
Hilarious.
the what the I do?
Got you, dog.
The I
Yeah,
do
Hey,
got me.
that's what he's talking
He
about.
like, yo, she
Yerp.
already know.
I love you, girl. Like, just say yes.
He could not say yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
okay.
goodness.
I love it. I'm
I love
glad
it.
that you liked it. I told you you would
I
like
am
it.
so glad.
Man, I'm
I
glad y'all
just think
introduced me to it.
so.
I was laughing. I laughed all day.
I know. It's just so good to see Black women in a sketch
Hmm.
comedy,
Hmm.
in sketch comedy. All Black
Yeah,
women, like
all of them.
I've never seen it
We
before.
got, I just want to make this point. We got a taste. I believe, of course, SNL has, cast members uh, over their show history. But I believe we got a taste of this with Deborah Wilson on Mad TV.
On Mad TV. Yeah.
Her level of comedy, as
Yeah,
far
Mad
as
TV was
how
funny.
she played, Whitney
Whitney.
or her different characters on Mad TV
Wait,
is exactly where this level
Yeah.
of comedy is.
everybody know I love Whitney, but I used to be
Yeah.
pissed off watching her Mark Whitney, but then it started being funny because I'm like, man, this lady is hilarious. Can't nobody do Whitney like her. Nobody.
Yes,
Yeah,
She have
yeah,
Whitney
yes,
down packed. My
yeah.
bad.
absolutely,
So look,
absolutely.
so look, that was fun. I hope that you guys out there really uh go check it out. Check out the movies we mentioned. Check out
Hmm.
Without Remorse. Check out uh
Tenant,
John Washington Tenet. Check out Black
yes,
Ladies Get Show. You will have a lovely evening at home with
a
the
very
movies that
entertained
we talked
evening
about.
for
Very
sure.
entertaining. Yes, for sure. So now
So
I go ahead.
just to wrap it up, like we always do, I want
Yeah,
to
go
see,
ahead.
share, for the film lovers out there, some film festivals that are
Oh
coming
yeah.
up.
Oh yeah.
So I
Two,
got
right?
two. I got two for
Two.
you this week. The
Okay.
first one on the deck is the NFMLA, or that's the New Filmmakers Los Angeles Asian Cinema Film Festival.
Yeah.
It featured films directed by Asian filmmakers in the annual Asian Cinema Program, and it honors Asian Pacific American Heritage Month. So go to New Filmmakers Film LA.com and check out all the films that are being presented on May 15th.
May
And the
15th.
second, yes, and the second film festival, this one is really interesting because it's the Irvine International Film Festival and it's happening in Orange County. But
Mm-hmm.
listen to this. The IIFF celebrates power of film as a language that transcends all geographical boundaries. Screenwriters, directors, cinematographers, producers, actors, and artists from all over the world gather in
Wow.
Orange County to showcase rare films to the community and enhance public awareness. I was like, okay, you guys, give it
Wait.
to me. So I went on and I wanted to, see what else they were talking about, what else they were
Uh-huh.
offering. Well, they have grants.
Grant.
Yes, free money. Go get it. They have narrative filmmaker. These are all of their grants. Narrative filmmaker, documentary films, short, television, women in film, student, film grants for minorities, and screenwriters.
What?
If y'all don't
Oh,
go and get on this Irvine
yes. That's
Film
the one
International
right
Film
there.
Festival page and get you some coins to make your movies. I know y'all out there. I know you're in the room.
Yeah.
Get you your
I've never
money and
heard of
make
a film
your
festival.
projects.
I've
Right.
never heard of
So,
a film festival doing that, offering grants.
right.
Get
I
them
never heard of that.
coins.
So,
Get them
get
Get
coins.
them
them.
coins so you can make
And
your
we want to
movie.
see, we are filmmakers, we're film lovers, we're film connoisseurs here in the
Yeah.
monologue room. We want to see them. So,
Yeah.
hopefully,
I also come from
this.
the theater world. Don't forget.
Absolutely. Don't I can't forget that. We're going to be bringing you some content regarding theater and stage plays, locations. Very soon, we're waiting for our city, our county to open back
The
up.
world to
That's
open.
coming
Yeah.
soon. Yes, that's coming
Yeah.
soon. Coming very
Yeah.
soon. So we can never forget our theater
Right.
and our
Give
stage
it up.
play folks.
Give it up.
So that is our current events for today.
That's all, baby.
Hey. So I
That's
want
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
So let's dive in
Okay.
to this
Ooh.
wonderful lady.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, let's
Hold on.
let's
Let me
get
put. Wait. Hold on. Let me
I
Yeah.
think
prepare
she's in the room.
myself. Hold
Is
on.
she in the room
Gotta make
already?
sure.
Is she in the room already? I
Let's
hope she
see.
is. I think she is. I think
Okay.
she's in the room already.
Okay. All right. So it is my pleasure to do this. Tonight's guest is a complete and undeniable legend in my eyes. Rhonda
Yeah.
Morman. Miss Morman, if you were raised right, hails from right here in Los Angeles, California.
Yes.
LA,
Yes.
stand up.
LA.
That's it,
She cut
baby.
her teeth and cultivated her love and talent for stage and screen at Van Nuys High School of Performing Arts, but not before testing her fight to persevere after surviving and overcoming being tragically shot and paralyzed at the age of 7.
Look
God
at
is
Mm,
so good.
mm.
Rhonda, after miraculously regaining her ability to walk at the age of 11, has been moving at the speed of light, and she has an IMDb page to prove it. I
Yes, she
was
does.
in
It's
her
amazing.
IMDb page for a minute.
Yes.
Okay?
I
Rhonda
don't know what
has
an
starred.
IDBPMMW is, but I believe you.
Rhonda has starred in prominent theatrical plays, theater, such as Four Color Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Is Enough, Love Buddies, The Conservation, Blue God, Nylons, Angry Insecure Men, Save Us, and The Things That Make Men Cry, and was NAACP nominated for Best Supporting Actress for her role in the NAACP award-winning stage play Sunday Morning in 2012. Her TV and film credits include Bluest Moon, Cain and Abel, which are now streaming on Amazon Prime, Old Bryce, and Stolen Beneath the Truth Revealed. Rhonda has had supporting roles in feature films such as Her Little Secret, The Choir Director, Throwback
Mm.
Holiday, which I watched and it was amazing. It
Wow.
was a good film. And The Runners. Rhonda has even played opposite Loretta Devine in The Lost Souls Cafe, written and directed by Donald Welch on TV One. Short films of hers include Silent Screams, written and produced by a friend of mine, Cameo Sherelle. Help! Whoop, whoop, shout out.
Cameo, go cameo.
Cameo. um, Conflict, Paradise Inn, and The Proposal, which earned her a nomination for Best Leading Actress in the Charlottesville Film Festival in 2016, which was one of the film festivals we mentioned in
That
a
we
past
mentioned previously.
episode. So,
Yes, yes. It
yay.
was. Yes,
Full
yes.
circle.
Rhonda lives quite comfortably in front of the camera, but unsurprisingly has made a home for herself behind the camera.
Mm.
She has credits as a second AD and producer on several television and film projects such as Bath Then, and Sweetest Air. With all that under her belt, she has created time, space, and mental fortitude to not own but operate alongside her husband the Better Living Center headquarters, better known as BLC headquarters, a nonprofit multi-purpose community center in Inglewood, California,
I
where her
said that.
mission is lifting others, partnering with those who are chasing their dreams, from mentoring young girls to providing a space for visionaries to execute their purpose through the creativity, knowledge, and empowerment.
Look
Mm.
at that. Love it.
I promise this is someone who you need to be in tune with.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
so glad those of you who are in the room are here because you are going to be blessed tonight. And we could have
Yes.
probably had a whole show just running down her credits. I'm
Right.
telling you.
Right.
We really could have.
Let's.
But it is my honor, and I do this with the utmost love and admiration. I would like to welcome to the show my friend and hashtag goals in these Hollywood streets, Miss Rhonda Morman.
Yes.
Woo!
Let's give it up.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Hey guys!
Yes,
Yay,
Yes.
I'm
yes,
Oh
here.
my God. You are here.
absolutely,
You made it. Oh my God. You're such a jewel. I don't know how many times
absolutely.
I can tell you this. You're such a gem. And I appreciate you for being who you are in the industry
Yes,
and being bold about your relationship with God and all that. So we're going to get into all of who
Yes.
you
all
are.
of that,
We
That's
can
who
all
you
talk
of that,
God. I can do that.
Yeah,
all
why
day
not?
long.
We
Okay,
can talk. But
I
first of
okay.
love
all,
it. I
guys,
love
thank you
it.
for having me. I mean, as you was reading that, I was just like, okay, okay. I was just, but you know what? It actually embarrassed me.
Oh, did it?
Oh,
You know why? Because
Why?
I want more of the latter, the
Mm,
more of the end of what you were talking about as far as the service. I smiled and I got very grateful to be in that position because I didn't even know
yes.
that was a part of God's purpose for me. So I'm just glad to be in that position.
Yes, yes. And I know that there are so many people, me included,
Yeah.
who are so grateful that you are letting God use you the way you are.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
Yes.
mean, so I am so excited to have you here. I am so grateful that you have the time because I know you are busy. You are
Uh,
doing
Very busy.
everything.
Very
yeah, I'm
busy.
busy like you guys, creating your own lane, creating
Yeah,
your own, as we
See,
talked
it's
about
that
earlier.
table.
That is, you have to
Yeah.
listen.
yeah.
If you don't trust God to pave the way, then who are
Hmm.
you gonna trust?
That's right. That's
Who
right.
are you gonna trust?
Who are
Like,
you going
I've
to trust?
tried
Yeah.
so many people, so many ways. His ways just outdo all the ways. And
Yes.
I want all mine. I'm probably not even
Mm.
thinking big enough for you. I want everything he has for me. I, like a lot of people say that. I just want to die empty. I don't want to see
Mm.
nothing.
Mm.
I don't want to see
Okay.
nothing up there. So I got work to do because I ain't always had it right. So I got time.
Okay.
I got work to do.
Say,
Got work to do.
got stuff to
Okay.
do.
Okay. Okay.
Say, I got work to do. I got a job,
That's
baby.
right.
So, so how did you get started? What started you into acting, into doing what you do?
You know what? You mentioned it as far as the being a little girl, and at 7 years old. Before that incident, I was actively singing and dancing, and Saturday mornings were always our mornings at our house to clean up.
Right.
So we always have music from Lou Rawls to Bobby Blue Bland to the
Yes,
Mm.
yes,
Temptations.
yes,
That's Bobby Blue Bland.
Yeah. My mama loved music, right? We used to
yes.
my favorite one was "You Don't Have to Be a Star, Baby,
Baby.
Hey,
to
Hey.
to
be in my
be in my
right
show.
show." Right. And I
Okay.
used to
Okay.
sing that all the time around the house with my cousin Billy.
Nice.
And
Mm.
I used to put my little wig on. That was when
I
you
love
have to
it.
you put the towel on, and the towel was like.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, and I just had a big imagination, and then that happened. So you go from all of that imagination, and now
Mm.
Mm.
you now you try to capsule that imagination while sitting in a chair and told at 7 you'll never walk again. So what do
Wow.
you do
Mm.
with that? What do you do with that imagination? It dies.
Mm.
It starts to dim. You don't
Mm.
see the light. I don't know how you guys was, but in my house we had the kids table, and then we had the adults table.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So at the kids
Yeah.
table, we used to fight over the seat. Well, I had
Yeah.
a permanent one.
Mm.
Uh.
So here it is that I'm rolling up now, and all this life is around me. People are getting up, they're playing, they're running and jumping, and I have to sit there.
Mm.
And so we moved for where we was at, just to kind of shorten it. And where we moved was a cul-de-sac. And that cul-de-sac, at the end of it, it said dead end. And there would be kids
Mm.
hopscotching and double dutching. But there was this big old tree, and kids would run up it and play, hide and seek and all of those good
Yeah.
things, double dutch. And I start to imagine that their legs were my legs.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I never paid attention if they, of course, if they had on a dress, I can tell they're a girl. But
Yeah.
I didn't care what
Mm.
color. I didn't care if the knees was bruised, if the knees were, they had two. They had two.
Mm.
So I start to imagine that I could walk again. Just walk,
Wow.
just looking
Oh.
at their legs, using that. And I would sit hours until dark time. When you have to come in when the lights go out, your mama will call you
Right.
in. My
Yeah.
mom would just let me sit there until I was just tired of watching
Mm.
them. And I went in when they went in, because now I'm back to the darkness. I
Got
said
it.
all of that to say, one night when I was sitting there, or day, I heard this voice, and it was Diana Ross
Mm.
and Lady Sing the Blues. And she was
Oh
in that scene
yes.
where she was,
Yes.
she was in that, and her, and I felt her. I
Mm.
was on the balcony. So I came in, rode in. She was in that scene. This is my first time introduced to Diana Ross and to Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
And I start to feel again. He
Mm.
made me
Mm.
feel something. So, because
Wow.
I wasn't just not numb from the knees down, but I was numb. At this time, the
Yes.
light's gone.
Yeah. The lights were.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Dark.
I'm just I'm making the best of it. If they didn't come out, I didn't have nothing to see. So,
Mm.
so I grabbed onto that. I didn't know what that was. And I said, I want to do that. I want to be able to impact somebody who's voiceless or who feels dead or feel left behind, ugly, insecure, depressed, all of those things. So I said, I want to do that. And from just kind of jumping ahead, one day, by the grace of God, I got up to use the bathroom. I didn't use my crutches.
Wow.
And then my mom came out. I did fall to the ground once I learned. She said, what are you doing? It startled her. She then picked me up. I said, I can walk. She said, no, you can't walk. You can't walk. You cannot. It startled her so much that she shook me. And I said, Mom, just take me to the doctor. And she kept saying, no. She got comfortable with my position too.
Right.
So,
Wow.
because it's something you have to she has to be strong for me too.
Yes.
Well, I said, where's my crutches? She looked, they weren't there. She took me to the doctor. Long story short, cartilage grew around the bullet that tried to take me out. Until this day, that bullet is now gone and I walk bone to bone. And by the grace of God, I walk every day.
Look at God.
Wow.
Wow.
See, that's where that faith comes in, that faith over the facts. Now,
That
the
tenacity.
fact was,
exactly.
you was paralyzed.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
they
yeah.
said,
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was done.
But that faith as a young girl was strong. And man,
It was
that's amazing to
strong.
me.
Now, let
Because
me tell
kids don't
you,
really
that's what
think like that.
activated that faith. It was this thing
Yeah.
called Bible Club.
Right.
They were knocking at my door. They had it was like a girls club. I mean, like a YMCA for boys and for girls, but they had it in a house. The first church that I ever went to, who I wanted to marry, was Fred Price. He was my Billy D. You gonna let my hair fall off? I was like, no. So I'm
that was evidence.
Yeah, so I went. Bible Club took me to that church. They would take little kids like us, little black kids, little dark kids, little Asian, all children of all kinds, right? And if your ear was messed up or it didn't matter. I fit in because of the love of God, not because of the image of what I look like.
Say that.
They taught me how to feel from the inside, internalize that. And then they taught me, they said, well, did you know that God healed the blind? Did you know that he healed the lame? Did you know? And I said, wait, what is this God? What is this? What is this? So they taught me about faith. Faith then had me to pursue the identity of God. And then from there, it's when I learned that there was a Jesus that died for me and that I'm saved. Wait, huh? So I started to understand that. So I prayed for years. And that's when I got up that one day. So I was in a wheelchair from 7 to about 11 and a half years old.
See, that goes back to all things work together for those.
For the good.
For those
the good is working together, the bad is working together, and it builds. And look where you are now. So I appreciate your journey.
Absolutely.
And keep telling it, and don't dim that light, baby, because you are a light.
I am definitely gonna tell it. I'm roaring it. It's this time during COVID, I understood what it meant to be in one place.
Yes,
I know what it is.
You find yourself.
And I literally went back to the little girl. I said, you know what? You was a little something. Teach me.
She really was.
Woman, you have to go that tenacity, that strength. That boldness, I'm like, how did you get that so young? It's because of the adversity. Adversity pushes back. But when you push it back, you realize it don't have as much strength as you thought. All you need is a little push.
And sometimes we get so beat up with the world these days that we forget about the other obstacles that we have overcome. And that's why I see you as an overcomer, because sometimes I have to remind myself, like, somebody went through something worse than this. So if you did it once, he'll do it again. So you pick your big head up and keep on going.
That's right.
Absolutely.
I was telling Brittany earlier, I said, you know what? I said, I'm so happy that she brought you, to us. She mentioned you and we started watching you from afar. And when I heard your story today, I won't cry, but when I heard your story today, I was like, I will never second guess or question God, because just the thought of you and what you have to go through reminds me how good God is, one, and how real he is.
He is
And he
very
Yes.
real.
will definitely blow your mind with blessing you with a miracle. And he did that with you. So I'm
Absolutely.
just so grateful
And he
for
still
that.
does today. You know,
He's
because
doing it
on, like
Yes.
you
right
said,
now.
on
Yeah.
paper, the fact on paper, and I take away absolutely nothing. In fact, I embrace and I love every single doctor and nurse that's been here for us, period, because without them we wouldn't even be here. And
Correct.
they have been the treasure. For me though, all that education
Mhm.
does not add up to when God say no, she gonna walk again. I
That's
know
it.
what your book said. I
Come
know what you
on.
studied. I know that the years that you spent in school say, you know, and you keep scratching it out, and it's bothering you. But if anything, it's making you go, there has to be something bigger
Gotta
than this.
be. It gotta
Yeah.
be.
That how is it that that she's walking bone to bone, bone
Mm,
to bone? I had to go in the time of quietness. When did I stop thanking God for walking? I got so
mm,
used to getting up and just doing it
Yes.
because
We
of what he
forget.
already did, that I said,
Yes.
you
We
know what, when
forget.
did I stop thanking you that my 2 feet are hitting the ground? Because I remember
mm.
one time when it did not. So when did I stop doing the very thing that reminded me that I'm different, I'm set apart, I'm a miracle,
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
Yeah.
above and not beneath. I am the
Right.
head and not
And
the
not the
tail. And
tail, baby.
so when I said that I can call all those things that are not as though they are, I did it before. That's how I'm walking. I start to
Yes.
will it into my presence when I was a child. So why
Yes.
would
Mm.
I get into any world, any industry, and change the device that he gave me
That's it.
back then?
And
That's that
There
another
it
faith.
is.
thing, Brittany, we were talking
Mm.
about it's hard to find, not hard to find, or maybe they just don't
Yes.
acknowledge it. People in the industry are not really bold about their relationship with God,
Yes.
or do they express it?
But I wonder
And that's
why.
what
Do they feel
yeah,
that they're losing, or do
There
they feel
come with some
someone is going to judge?
consequences.
I
Yes.
mean, have you ever dealt with that? Have you had to,
Right.
Absolutely.
compromise?
Absolutely.
Okay.
No compromise.
Hmm.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
I am not going to compromise.
That's
This is
right.
the thing. I came up with what God had gave me because I love telling stories.
Mm,
I have to tell stories. I've been through too
Yes.
much to not tell stories.
Say
yes.
that.
So I take what he's given me with all those experiences, like you said, it all works for its good. It don't feel good at the time,
Right.
but just like
Right.
Mhm.
Fantasia said, it was necessary. So
Yeah.
what was
Yeah.
when it was necessary at the moment, you don't know how to apply it. But just like with peanut butter and jelly, once you get it, you put the peanut butter on one side and the jelly, and then you mesh it. So what it is
Yes.
then you consume it, you know,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
then it becomes food for the soul, but you
But
don't know
Yes.
what it's gonna taste like yet. So
right.
Mm,
right then and there, it hurts. And so
Yeah.
when you deal with the hurt, you try to make sure that it doesn't become hate. And then
Mhm.
you apply that. So for me, I'm like, wait a minute. God, you keep giving me this tool belt because that's what we're supposed to walk around with. You
that's
keep
right.
giving me these
Yes.
tool belts. So what am I going to use today? Am I going to use a wrench? Am I going to use a hammer? So all I do right now for me is like, I'm saying, okay, I want to do this. I have been in a situation where it's like, you know what, God, this ain't too bad, you know,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of the weight of the individual. So then
Okay.
God said, oh, okay. Oh, so let me ask you a question. Are you telling me the WEIGHT of that
Come on.
individual
Mm,
is heavier than me?
Right. See?
mm.
So they come with all this weight because of their
Yeah.
resume. Let me see what they did. Let me see their
Okay.
global resume. Let me
That's
see.
right.
Yeah.
Let me see
Yeah.
what they did. Oh, you know what? Forget the resume. Let's just go back AD.
Mm.
Let's just go back there. Let's just go back
Mhm.
BC. Was they there? What
Mm.
Mm.
what was they there? Did they know you in your mother's womb? And so for me, I go, okay, I'm sorry. Did you remember Jesus who died for you on the cross and you
Yes.
are here? Oh, let's just concurrent. Remember you couldn't walk?
Mm.
So the whole thing for me was I felt I had to repent. He said the WEIGHT of any individual in this world will never outdo when I tell you the WAIT. Wait. I'm telling you to wait. I got you.
I got you, baby.
I got you. I had you then. What's the difference? Do you know the plans and the purpose? Jeremiah 29:11. When I said that I know the plans for you, not plans to give you hope in the future, not to harm you. So you think I'm gonna tell you to wait on something I won't do again? You trying to be a character when I'm trying to make you the executive of the whole situation. I'm trying to tell you to be the studio to do the change. I'm telling you.
Come on. I wish I had an organ, man.
To not to compromise, because when you get in that position, there will be nobody that said I had her. No, you didn't.
Well, let's go back to that weight.
Oh, wait a minute. No, Rhonda, she has talent. Oh, no. This is what. No, that's not. If you're gonna talk about me, I'd rather you talk about me and say, "Oh, that's that girl that loved God."
Yes, exactly.
I want them to say, "That's that girl that loved God." Oh, wait, no, she talented, but that's that girl that loves God. Now, if that girl that loves God is a problem for you, I'm not supposed to be on that set. I'm supposed to
say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
You ain't the WEIGHT you think you are.
Right.
Come on.
In
they
fact,
that wait upon
the Lord. And guess what? Every single one of us have to. And I'm saying, even when it hurts, guys, even when I feel like, God, when, how, where, this, that, even when I go through all that, I'm never going to trump his WEIGHT ever.
Never.
Anything.
Thank you.
Wow.
Never. So if it's a project that is like, I gotta say no to, I have to say no. Does it feel good? It's gonna feel right though. Gotta make it. His promises are yes and amen.
Yeah. Man, that's it.
Yeah.
But that also goes back to the relationship part. In order for you to get that and know the difference between that weight and that weight, you have to have a relationship. And that's communion and personal time and sacrifice. Because like I said earlier, when you say yes to his will, it costs.
It does.
It can cost you your life. It can cost you your spouse, your sister, your brother, your friends. It costs. So you got to know what you're doing when you say, God, it's me and you, because it comes with the price, but the price ain't too hard for God though. It ain't too hard for him to see you over.
Nothing is too hard for God.
No,
there's nothing too hard for God. And the idea of it is, if you just really say that and let that sit in you. When you let it sit in you, when you go, wait a minute, when it just dawned on you, like, there's nothing too hard for God. Wait, you go, that's what it is. And that's when that weight, those that wait upon the Lord. When I tell you, you won't even feel the pressure of the weight when God hits what he's about to do in your life. That's when he says, I'll open up the windows of heaven. You have too much to give. You won't even remember the weight. And you know what's so beautiful about it? That same weight that you had to wait on will be a stepping stool.
Yeah.
It'll be the view in your rearview mirror looking at you like, wait, look. They'll be like, wait.
No. You don't even have to say wait. Guess what you can do? You can bring them along with you.
Boom.
You
That's
can.
the love of God.
But I'm talking about.
Don't hold on to anything. Don't look out on nobody. You know what? Hey, listen. I'm the first to say, oh my God, I see a role. I could have did that. I have to stop. I have to check this. Like, that ain't for me.
Yeah.
No.
It's not. Wait. What do you mean? Yeah, of course you could do that because you're an actress. Duh. But that has nothing to do with his plan for him.
Right.
For him.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that has nothing to do with me. So when it's mine,
Yes.
it'll be mine. And that's
Yes.
okay. And
That's
you
right.
got to be prepared for your mind too, because that also means that you really got to get, because you know, higher levels is higher devils.
Higher
Yes.
devils.
Ooh, come on. If y'all not, if you, look,
I hope y'all listening to Miss
That's
man,
why.
Rhonda.
That's
let
why
me
I
say,
tell my son all the time, when somebody is talking about you or somebody don't like you, that means you're doing something right. The devil ain't got time for nobody who
That's
ain't
right.
doing nothing. He going after the
That's
Absolutely.
ones
right.
who's trying to move to the next
Absolutely.
level. So we can't get
Absolutely.
yes.
distracted. That's why it goes back
Absolutely.
to it. He said, I open up windows from heaven, because he didn't say doors, because it's more windows in the house than it is doors.
It sure
Yes.
So,
is.
Yes.
Okay.
that's
Okay.
why,
Okay. Come
his
on,
word
Bucket.
comes, it comes full force. It
It
comes full
comes.
force,
Yes.
Yes.
and
And
it'll
and and,
feed
Yes.
you
and
at
that's
the
what he
right
and that
times,
and yeah, and that's what he also tell us to do, to take it by force.
Take it.
Listen, I've learned back then it's not gonna be easy. So
Right.
I gotta
Mhm.
fight. But I know how to
Mhm.
put my dukes up.
But easy,
Yeah.
but it's
Listen,
necessary, baby.
it's necessary,
It's
and that's what I
necessary.
love about it. But guess
This
what?
is.
Just like
Mm,
even with that, what's our girl says, he knows my name.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
He
Yeah.
knows my
Tasha Cobb.
name. And then
Mm-hmm.
Marvin Sapp, he said, I'm qualified.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
why would I be worrying about something that God has already worked out for me? My job is to keep my eyes on him and make sure that I am prepared for the job that he has for me to do.
Right.
Amen.
That has nothing to do, because you can get into that situation. There's a lot of amazing people who are out there still lost. You could be on
Yes.
all kinds of
Lost.
shows doing all these
Millionaires
things,
that are
and then you'll
lost.
be lost. I don't want to get in
Yes.
this and get lost. I want to get
No.
in there and raise the roof up for God and be able to be prepared for what he has for me. There's a lot of good people with two good legs still don't want to take the first step.
Ooh. Listen, I'm gonna jump.
You
I'm
Hold
gonna
know
jump
on.
in
what?
here right here.
Wait one
Let me
second.
jump
Let
in.
me
Let me
say
jump.
one
No, let
second
me
while it's
jump.
on.
Go
Let
ahead,
me
Wait,
Britt.
wait,
jump
Go
wait,
in. Let
ahead.
me
wait,
jump
wait.
Go
in
ahead, Britt.
Wait,
Go
one
because
ahead,
thing
Britt.
while it's on my brain. One thing that takes me back to what you said when you got up and you walked. Faith without work is dead. If you would have
Is
never
it?
thought in
Yep.
your brain that I can do this, you would have still been sitting in that wheelchair because you're too afraid to take the first step.
Absolutely.
And
Yep.
he said,
Yep.
if you take one step, I'll take two. So
I'll
it
take
all
two.
Yes, it
starts with
is.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. That's
Go
called
ahead, Britt.
manifestation.
Manifestation. Yes, ma'am.
uh, someone said, "What profit a man to gain the world to lose his
Lose
soul
it.
in the
So
process?" Come on, come
Come
I don't
on,
on.
want
comment
that.
Come
section.
on,
I want
Come on,
salvation. I
Tasha.
want it from my family. I want it
Listen,
from my friends. I want it for the
yes,
both that I want it for you. So
yes,
my job
yes.
is to not, I don't want you to look at no characters that I've played. Right
Stay
now, God
still.
has already specifically told me the greatest role I'll ever play is me. So
That's
I
right.
got work
Yes.
to do.
Come
And
on.
Michael
I
Jackson
got
said
work
it
to do.
plain. I'm looking in the man in the mirror. It starts here.
It
Exactly.
starts with
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It starts
Starts
Yep.
here.
here.
If I
Hmm.
can perfect me, not be perfect,
Hmm.
but if I can
Yes.
perfect Sam,
Absolutely.
then everything
Absolutely.
else, God will make a way.
Yeah, you
Absolutely.
will.
Yes.
Definitely. I'm not nowhere near perfect. You listen, I had a story called Life Beyond the Chair, and I'm still working towards that
Okay.
still today.
That's good.
That was
Good.
life beyond the chair. The chair was the wheelchair. So
Yeah.
listen, it's life beyond it, because I asked God to walk. I had to go, man, I had to be careful what you asked for, because all hell broke loose
Yeah.
when I started
That's
walking.
that
Woo!
You
yes.
know,
That's going back to that yes.
people
When you
don't
tell
mess
him
with
yes.
victims. People don't mess with
Oh,
victims.
right.
When you're in a chair,
Right.
nobody mess with you.
Right.
They
Right.
feel for you. But as soon as I
Yes.
started walking, I was like, well, dang, I was safer in the chair.
Ooh.
I was
Say
safer in
that.
the chair.
That's
Say
where that
Because
that.
next level
all
new
hell
devil.
broke loose. That's why the story is the in between. But that's all the characters and all the genuine and all the authenticity that I add
Yes.
to the roles that I play. Because a
Mm.
part of me, I give into it. I never, ever, ever do a role that doesn't impact me first.
Right.
Yes.
And that's what
I'm
I want to
sorry,
know
y'all.
And
Just
I'm
one thing. I
and I
really have to move on. Just one more thing. And I'm so sorry. And it also, as I'm thinking about it, it takes me back to who you have in your life. It takes me back to when you said about your mom. When you did get
mhm.
up to walk, she was startled by that because she got so comfortable with you being in a wheelchair.
Absolutely.
She didn't
Yeah.
want you to take that first step.
It,
So
yeah.
it depends.
Right.
Then it takes me back to your something I heard about your husband. When
Oh,
you get distracted or when you get, you know, bothered about things, he tell you, get up.
you
Get
know
up.
what? I
Stand
love
up.
Yeah.
that you know that.
Stand up.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yes.
I
that
love that
encouraged
you
me
know
because
that.
it
Yes,
it's
when
who
I
you
got
have in
all
your life.
you get all up in this industry, it messes with your mind, right?
Yeah.
It messes with your
Yes.
mind. So I was tripping, straight
Yes.
up tripping, and
Shout out
and
to your
then my
husband.
husband said, "Can you do me a favor? Could you please stand?" No, he got me the first time. He said, "Can you do me a favor?" And I was like, "What?" That attitude. He said, "Could you stand up?"
Mm.
That
And I wanted to
encouraged me.
slap him because I was like,
Oh,
Right. Right. Right.
but
Right.
it has been effective for the 20 years that we've been married.
That's it.
wow.
I love it.
Wow.
And I
Wow.
remember that
Wow.
because it took me back to where it all depends on who you have in your life to encourage you and to
To encourage
remind
you.
you of who you are and
Right.
what you've been
Exactly.
through. You don't have people like that.
Absolutely. That's
People
why I
gonna tell you
said,
what they want you to hear.
when did I stop saying, God, thank you for letting me walk again? That's
Yeah.
why I got up one morning and I said, when did I stop at, because you just
Mm.
get up and you just get off,
Yes.
you stand up.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
easily, if you want to get my attention, I could have got up and I could have stand up and I could have did
And
that.
fell
Right.
over.
And he
Right.
would have
Yeah.
said,
Right.
I
Right.
just
Right.
needed
Right.
to remind you.
Don't forget
Yes.
to remember. That's the
Right.
Let
song.
me
Don't
And
forget your
let me interject two things. My first point is that Rhonda, you are that shining example of how God is working
Yeah.
for me.
Yes.
Because when I first met you on set, I was that girl, that young woman who loves God. I gave my life to God at 17 years old. I didn't find out about Hollywood until I was 25, about to graduate from college. Years after I graduated, I thought, okay, I like writing. Writing is that's my love. That's the way I express myself.
Yeah.
I'm not a very loud or open or, rambunctious person, but I write. And I
right.
have
Yeah.
scripts that I want to dedicate to my love for God.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that was
Yeah.
what, okay, go be on set. And you were there in the room to be the example of how a God-fearing woman can be on set, be about her business, be about her grind, but still give it up.
Yes. And
That's
And
awesome.
so this could be a different story. You could have been
yeah,
saying, but yeah, you were on set and I tried to talk to you
yes,
about it and, I went in God
yes,
and, and you kind of, so people are watching. If
yes,
anything,
Yes.
the people that are listening right now, people are watching you. And now with social media, everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching
yes,
you.
So it's like,
yes,
I want to, if and everybody want to get the brand and the sponsor. Hey, I do too. Just like everybody else, we want to make that change. You make that money and make that coin. I do too. It takes money to do all these things that we want to do, whatever it is that you want to do. But what's going to be the influence? So
yeah,
for me, I said, God, I want to be an influencer. He said, well, what about me? Why don't you be an influencer for me?
yes.
Mm.
Come
And
on.
I said, okay, yeah, no, I thought I was doing it. He was like, yeah, you are. Okay. And that was it. Like, I was like, that's it. That's the conversation. I mean, it was just like, okay, well, it's like, okay, well, then yeah, I'm going to keep doing that, God. And I know you have me. So
Talk to
because
me.
just like everybody else, you want to be seen, but God said, I see you. I know you. I know what you're doing. And
Hello.
that's what
Absolutely,
matters.
That's
And
it.
so it
absolutely.
doesn't matter if you don't get all the likes, the accolades. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, when he rise again,
What you gonna do? Tell him I'm working on my Grammy. I'm
yes,
working on my Oscar. What you
yes,
gonna do?
yes.
Hold on, guys.
There
I
you
gotta go
go.
put my
There you
face
Look,
go.
on.
look, somebody
Right.
somebody in the comments says faith in the industry. Yes, this is what it looks like.
This
Faith
is
in
Because
what
the
it
we can
looks
talk
like.
about God
industry.
all day. It don't matter
Absolutely.
about no
Hey,
script. It don't matter about no movies, plot,
Unscripted
nothing.
faith. Unscripted
Unscripted
faith.
faith.
It
Yes.
says
That's good.
we are
sometimes
living a
life.
movie daily. We don't have to go to a movie to see a movie. We are
No, we
living
don't.
movies. Our
We
Every
lives
don't.
are
Yes,
single
movies.
that's
day.
what
We are
that's what the
preparing.
comment said. Sometimes your life is the only way people will ever see God is through you.
It's
Exactly
through
through
you.
Yeah,
you.
I didn't see.
And
And
I
this is the other. Go ahead,
No,
Marina.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is just the other thing I wanted to add. I was thinking about this before we started. I was watching a Denzel interview. He was actually talking during his time for Fences when he was on Broadway,
Okay.
and he was speaking to an audience.
Mm-hmm.
And he was, he was giving all the gems. I mean, Denzel is the way he speaks to you about the craft. You just feel
Absolutely.
like you could do
Yeah.
any role. You could, like, I'm
Yeah.
not not
Absolutely.
an actor, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna act
Right.
tomorrow,
Yeah.
because, but, the way he broke it down. This is what he said. I'm gonna try to give it to you just like he gave it to the audience. He
Mm-hmm.
said, "I'm not anything. What I do every time I get up or go to bed, I put my shoes
Huh.
underneath the bed,
Absolutely.
Hmm.
because when I get up in the morning, I got to get on my knees to
Mm.
get them shoes. But before I get up, I thank him for the ability to get up off my knees."
Absolutely.
I
Mm.
said, "Come on, Mr.
Absolutely.
Denzel.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, if we did that with
You,
everything, now if we did that with everything we own,
where would we be?
That's
Come
true.
on."
Miss Rhonda, you've been in this industry, or you've been an artist for how long now?
Yeah.
I've been, oh wow. I stopped for a minute because again, I
Okay.
lost myself. I really did. I was pursuing the star. The star, just
Yeah.
pursuing
Mm.
all of the things that, smoke and mirrors, perfection
Yeah.
is an illusion. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Yes.
pursuing all of that, you'll never ever arrive when listen, when you walk in the room, that's when it starts. So
Yes.
I don't need to catch up to it. I am it. So,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
so for me, my whole thing is when I started and it was in stage and
Mm.
I left for about 4 years.
Okay.
Mm.
So I think it will probably be about 15 to 20, the time that I met my husband.
Okay.
Yep, the
Wow.
time that I met my husband, about
Wow.
20, he said this is because I pursued nursing. I did phlebotomy. I did medical billing. I was trying to do, but everything, what was happening is that little girl kept surfacing. That
Yeah.
Yes.
imagination,
Yes.
that kept surfacing up. And for me, I said, okay. My husband said, babe, this is what you want to do. So I
Hmm.
pursue. Where my husband, Maxim, feels, who loves me dearly, and I love him dearly.
Kudos.
Where
Yeah.
we
Right.
are, where we are right now is that we're
Hmm.
saying we are believing what the promises says is
Yeah.
that
Yes.
we are the lender and not the
The
borrower.
bar.
That's right.
That
Okay.
we
That's
are
right.
the head and not the tail.
That's right.
Yes.
So for me, and right now specifically, that the first shall be last and the last shall be first. I'm in my
Mm.
position of
Amen.
first, and the
Yeah.
planes I see coming in one by one. So
Hmm.
for me right now, I'm just building the landing. That's where I'm at. I'm
Okay.
just I'm
Okay.
just building the landing. I'm making sure that my light's shining so that there's a clean landing for all the
That's
blessings that
it.
are coming on in.
Okay.
That's
Coming
it.
Yes.
on in. Now there's turbulence,
Yes.
there's
That's it.
interference, there's gonna be some rain and some clouds and some delay, but I'm still making sure my light shines so that my planes
Right.
are coming in one by one. Because it's not a matter of me being the captain of the crew, it's the passengers.
Yeah.
My
Mm.
responsibility is the passengers. What am
Yeah.
I gonna do with what you gonna give me? Am I gonna act
Yes.
a
Mm.
fool?
Right.
Mm.
Am I
Let
gonna
the
take
work that
what
I've
you're
done
giving me
speak
right
for
now,
me. That's
and then,
that's where
or
it
am I
goes.
gonna be ready and prepared and steadfast in the
That's it.
position that you have placed me in? Now, in that position, just like a Bishop Jakes, that comes with consequences.
Comes
Yeah, it
with it.
Yeah.
does.
And that
Yeah, it
means, like
does.
you said earlier, your family, your friends, and everything, you be like, "Oh, this is going on. That's okay. That means I'm in
I'm
my
doing
right place.
something.
I'm
Yeah,
Yeah.
doing
yeah,
my
you're
thing."
doing something.
Something
Yeah,
ain't going
Right.
on.
When the
Yeah.
yeah,
unusual happen, when the suddenlies happen, turn that thing around.
Yeah.
Instead of taking, this
yeah.
is my biggest thing. I take no's and I reverse it and say, "Oh, I just mean it's on."
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
I've
Mhm.
never heard
That's
that
it.
Mhm.
before.
That
I've
no,
heard
I
Turn
just
that
okay.
no
That just
around.
mean it's
That
on.
no
It's
turn into a
on.
whole
Okay,
new
it's
lane.
on. It's
Yes.
Turn
bumping.
that no
It's
Yes.
around.
bumping because
That's
I
a
got
Yes.
preach right
family.
there.
I
Turn
got
that no
skills, and
around.
more than anything, God loves me.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Yes.
yes. I've never heard that before, but I hear it a lot from actors, when they don't get the gig,
Oh,
Hmm.
no
it
and no
hurts.
and no and no and no and no.
It cuts.
All this, yeah, and I know it hurts, but for you to switch that thing like
Oh
that
no,
and
I just
say
twisted
that.
now.
Turn it like
That's
Eh,
what God did with that hallmark, y'all. I'm gonna
mm,
prove right
Mm.
now that God said, "You see this vision board prayer that you've been doing? Here, take that."
Hmm. Ha.
He just said, "Here,
think
take that."
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it happened
yeah.
like that. I was like,
Won't he do
"Huh?
it?
How am I on this plane? What,
look,
Won't he do it?
and you
won't
said
he just?"
Hallmark. You said
Yes, and
Hallmark.
guess what? It is the kind of feel good that I am attached to. I'm
yeah,
Yeah.
attached to who I really am, so I don't have to do. It is the feel good Christmas film that is coming out, and I can't wait for you guys to see it, and I can wait
Man,
to
I
yeah,
can't
share
wait
more
to see
about it.
it.
And I'm just
Amazing.
Such
ecstatic
an
how
honor.
God said, "Here, that's what y'all got to do in the morning. Just say, here, take that,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
take that."
Think
That's what it is. Just take that. It's like a sling. It's just like he do like it's way out there and then bam, take that.
yeah,
And he shoot it all the way from heaven. The journey. That's that
Absolute.
journey that
Yes.
we saying that we don't want to go through. It's a journey. That thing got to come
Yes.
all the way from heaven. Give it time
Yes.
to land.
Yes.
And
Man,
it
mm,
hit
Yes.
you. And that means it's got to hit you. So if you out of pocket, like T.I. said,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to hit somebody else and you're going to sit there and be like, "Oh, no." If you didn't
yeah,
move when
yeah,
he didn't tell
yeah.
you to move,
that's trusting
When
him.
you didn't wait,
when you wait, it's going to
when
be
you were
bam. It's
supposed to
going to
be
hit you in the back
waiting,
of
come
your
That
on.
takes
head.
us to
Going
the
to hit you
woman
That's
with
right
the
in the
issue.
back of
I don't
your
want to
head.
preach.
that's
I don't want to preach. I'm
obedience.
not a preacher, but it takes me to the woman with the issue of blood.
Yeah,
She did all she
Mm.
could do. She tried all these doctors. She did,
yeah,
Absolutely.
but she heard about a man, and she
yes.
said, I don't even have to touch him. But she
I
but she
agree.
The
waited.
garment.
If I could just touch the hem of his garment, that's
The
how
him in
we
his
are.
garment.
That's how we need to be.
Yes.
Sometimes
Yeah,
we gotta wait, and
yeah,
and when we
Yes.
Yes.
wait on him, he'll do it just like that.
And
yeah.
at the end of the day, we saying all of this, but one thing I really, really want to convey, and this is something that even God has been talking about me. Talk to me.
Mm,
Mm.
Sit
Come
and
on.
talk to me. Just pray. Just sit. Let's just sit and let's talk.
Yes.
And that's it. And
Chop it up a
people,
little bit.
and that's prayer. But don't let the word prayer mess you up to go, I gotta how to
Yeah.
know.
yeah,
Talk
No.
to him. And
yeah,
I promise you, throughout the day, you'll see little signs and wonders
yeah.
and
Oh.
miracles and things, and he'll
All
start to
day.
show you things that you
Today,
go,
Right.
God.
today,
All day.
today.
All
Yes.
I
day.
sit here and talk to him all
All
Yeah.
I can't
day.
do it without them. All guys, all I'm saying is that sitting down in COVID, I said, little girl,
Mm,
Rhonda, little girl, wait a minute, little girl, who were you? Teach me
Yes.
your ways.
mm.
Teach me I had to go back to the very
Have to
thing
go
I was
back.
trying to get away from. And
Yeah.
Mm,
and it was mine to have.
Right.
So he
Yes.
mm.
said, why are you embarrassed? Why are you ashamed of something that I did for you? It's yours to have. Nobody can literally step in your shoes. I
Nope,
Amen.
No.
identified them for you. Your
nope.
steps are designed for you.
I'm
And
bowling.
Yes.
Can't nobody
remember,
walk
they
like
tried
me.
to count you out. So you would have been tilted all your life, just left, going to
Right,
the left.
right.
Mm,
Going to the left. He said,
Oh.
no, don't worry about it, because I got your right.
I got it.
mm.
That's why it's important to,
Come
once
on.
again, y'all, don't forget to remember. We have to remember what
And
Yeah,
he
put
said
them
in
in
his
front
word.
of you. I put
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
affirmations around me. I don't know about anybody else.
Marina,
But if
that's
I
you.
Yes.
can't speak it, I bet you I'll read it.
Marina writes
Okay.
everything down.
I
Yeah.
do.
If I
I
can't
write
speak it, I will read it.
everything
I'll
down.
be like, okay, yeah, okay. I'll
Mhm.
put it in places because I gotta shock me too.
Yeah, I got to show
Yes.
you.
Right.
Bam.
Sometimes I gotta get in my car and go, dang, I don't want to. Oh, And then I'll see that thing. Dang, I don't want to do this. I mean, I don't want to. And then I'll have something that's there to remind me.
Yeah.
You didn't even
Nice.
have a car to get in at one time.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
you gonna
say
complain about?
that. Say that. Come on.
So
Come
you gonna
on.
complain now that you gotta drive there? You just why can't satisfy you, huh?
Yeah.
That's when
You
he'll
just
start
never
pulling stuff.
satisfied.
He'll start pulling stuff, you know.
Won't he? He'll go, okay, you gotta remember. And he won't send his heavyweights, you know, because he was like, let me give a little love to her, you know.
Yeah.
He won't send his heavyweights, but he will send you a message.
Right.
Yes,
that
he
tire
will.
gonna pop, or that that red light gonna come on, that engine.
Yeah, that
gonna
on,
happen.
hitting that on. Listen, it just happened to me. I was hitting OnStar, like, all right, I got you, Jesus.
And speaking of love,
as I was sitting there waiting on the tire, the thing, I mean, my battery, I had to get a new battery. He was like, oh, you think you just gonna walk out and start something, huh? Okay.
Okay.
You think that you just gonna come in and just turn your key, be cute. Okay.
Right.
Guess what? You finna sit
I got
right
something
here.
for you, baby girl.
You finna sit right here. Yeah, you finna sit right here. And then he was like, and that battery that he's coming and going is what you doing, what I'm doing to your heart right now. You better remember. You better know the jump start that I got on you. Like I compare words to words. I am a wordy. I love it.
I can talk to you all night.
Going,
for real.
Yes,
I was sitting there going, I gotta wait for this man to get in his car that start to come over here and start my car.
Give me a jump.
Give me a jump. And then it just lets you know you never know where your blessings is gonna come from. I didn't know this man, but he was there for me.
Yes. Yes.
He was there for me.
That's why.
So you don't know. Don't treat a stranger wrong, because
that's why you
never know.
You never know when you might maybe entertaining an actual angel. I say that all the time.
Right.
Yes.
You never
and
know.
Well, you mentioned the word love, Miss Rhonda.
Yeah. So speaking of wordsmiths, speaking of loving words, we're going to switch gears. We're going to have a little fun with you.
Yes.
I just want to throw this out. I have firsthand knowledge of how, Rhonda, you do not let any barrier, any fear, any confusion about what God is where God is placing you and what characters he's asking you to embody.
Yes.
I've seen you turn it on and I'm like, that's not who walked in the room like 20 minutes ago, and then turn it all the way off and then go right back into it. And it's such a beautiful, it's such a beautiful experience as a film lover to watch an actress who sold out and knows her purpose and uses it and knows how to call on it when it's needed.
Yes.
It makes me love filmmaking even more. I was having a conversation with Marina earlier today, and I was telling her another conversation with a woman of God who is in the industry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Was saying, when I got in, everybody was talking about Holly weird. Yeah. And something dropped in my spirit and I said, no, baby, it's no longer Holly weird. It's Holy Wood.
Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yes. And there's
Hollywood.
We're everywhere. We got to remember that there are people who are getting killed specifically just for the word God.
Yeah.
So we over here with this freedom, he gives us all. The sun rises on the just and the unjust. None of us are perfect. And
absolutely.
I am to love you as I love my neighbor. Like he said, that's the love of God.
Mm-hmm.
So it at the end of the day,
I'm learning that every day.
It makes me go, why would I be ashamed to speak his name?
We are not
okay.
Yeah. He said, if you be ashamed to own me in front of men, I'll be ashamed to own you in front of my Father.
I don't want him to do that.
I want him to.
That's right.
I want him to call my name in this time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you can be asleep. You can be asleep. Wake up, huh?
Right. I always
so
say,
at
I ain't
this
gonna live
time,
in hell and die and go to hell. I ain't doing that. So
no, okay. Oh, say that, Sam.
I ain't finna go to work every day and struggle and pay bills and to die here, then go to hell and burn for eternity. No, I'm going to heaven.
Exactly.
I don't want to walk the streets, baby. I want my mansion. I'll tell my
That's
mom all the time,
Okay.
I could be homeless in heaven. I don't care as long as I'm there. I don't need a man.
right, right. And that's so
I will
beautiful because
I will
even
be
the
homeless in
homelessness
heaven
is
if I
boss.
have
I'll be
to.
homeless in heaven.
Yes.
I'm good,
That's
God. I
right.
don't need a house.
Okay. So I want to keep this going. We're going to
Yes.
switch gears and we're going
Yes.
to play our first time ever here on Instagram Live. This
Yes.
game is called Word Monologue Challenge.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Word.
We're
I
going to
am
give
ready.
you we're going to give you one word, give you a few minutes to kind of get all those juices flowing, and then you'll have about a minute and a half to give us your best monologue using this word.
Okay.
Okay? All right. For tonight, your word is love.
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 And whenever you're ready.
I got love on my mind. I got love on my mind. Love. Love hurts. You know, but you take the chance to love because you never know if you're going to love again. It's such a simple word, just 4 letters. LOVE. That's what you told me. You said you love me. You said you loved me.
Mm.
But you used me. Love ain't using. Love is not abuse. Love is not supposed to hurt. Okay, maybe it hurts because you love so hard that it's like your child was in a situation you have to pick up the car. You love that baby and you will do anything to get that car from off your baby. But love don't hurt. Love on my mind. You know, I'm surprised that I could even still feel love. I'm tired of being taken for granted. So if you gonna love me, you gonna love me the right way, or you get out. You're not mine anyway. What's her name? Huh? Where she come from? You tell me. Because I'm tired. You understand? I'm tired. In fact, you know what? You know what? I decide to love me. You got to go.
I was about to get up and go. I'm going to say, well, I'm sorry, baby. I'm gone.
Marina, Marina,
Oh my God.
Marina. What did I say?
Amazing.
Yo, I just
Miss Rhonda, that was off the top of your head. That was off the top.
That
Yeah.
was amazing.
And so natural. And so
We know about
believable.
that word, love. We just use it.
Yes.
Just apply it. All
That
I
was
did
our
was
first
apply it. You know, they
This is
say
our first
acting is reacting.
Right.
So
yeah.
all I did was I see me. So as I'm looking at me, I'm going, what do you want from this? And what do you want to say to the people who are listening? And so I
Yeah.
shifted and decided, you know, let me take this off of him and just decide to choose you in the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Amazing.
This is our first time doing this game. We
Oh,
do
no.
games. Yes, we do games. We do the music monologue challenge. We do other games, but this is the first time we've done the one word
One word
monologue
monologue
Right.
challenge.
It's
challenge.
going to be
And
lovely every single time you get beautiful artists on here that just say, you know what? Let me just be. That's what
yes,
acting is all about.
yes.
Yes.
And that's what I
Wow.
enjoy. Thank you so much for being willing to do that.
Oh,
You know,
sure. I
Yes.
loved it because I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't know what I was going to feel. And
Oh
that's
my
what's so
gosh.
beautiful about it is when you just let it go, when you let it take
Yes.
you. You know, you're never, ever going to understand it until after.
Yes. You said, I believe before we went live, you said that you no longer call yourself an actress or an actor.
yes.
Yeah.
What you just did
Oh,
was true artistry.
Oh, thank
Artistry.
yes.
you.
And
Artistry.
I hope, and I am so excited for people to be able to see you as the artist that you are.
Yes.
I appreciate
Yes.
that.
Amazing.
I
Yes.
want to
With
do it and touch people. And I just want, I want God to use every inch of the talent
every
that He
inch
gave
of
me.
you. Yes.
And whether it's in storytelling or being the person to give the person the chance to tell a story. I want to
Amen.
be
Yes.
in that position.
That's
You know,
amazing.
I watch, shows like Undercover Boss and things like that because I love the joy
Oh,
of
yes, I
these
do too.
people that they change and
Yes.
transition and shift their life. I want to be a shift changer.
Shift.
Okay.
I want to be a
That's it.
shift. You know, change. You know, when you get in the car and you got to turn it in, reverse. And I want to be a
Yes.
shift changer. I want to change people's shift. I want to, and
I
it's so,
Wow.
love
I have
that.
such a passion about it. I love raising people up. I love connecting in that visual. And that's why I love stage too. But at the end of the day, I want to see people out. You know, I want to find people like me that was in the corner barracking and didn't know and couldn't figure it out. I want to meet my people. I am you. I am you. You are me. And I want us to just collaborate and partner and to
Yes.
continue to globally make a difference.
Yeah.
That,
And
that,
that's
Yes.
why
that's what
you will be forever blessed because it's
Yes.
not about you. It's when you
yes,
can come in and you can make room for someone else, that's where the big blessing comes. You know,
yes,
that's
Yes.
why I
Amen.
say God blesses us to be blessings to others.
right,
And when we can do
absolutely.
that and when we can take away from us to bless, we good. You know,
Yes,
that's why I always say a true sacrifice of giving is when you can take from yourself. Don't give me nothing that you don't want. Give
right,
away something that
right,
you
Mm.
want.
Yes.
right there.
That's
That's
good.
Yeah.
That's
that's
Yeah,
so
when
yeah,
it
good.
yeah.
comes
That's
in.
so
Then that's
good.
where God
Yeah,
said, "Oh, okay, all
yeah,
right, Rhonda, I see you, baby girl. Let
right.
me just
That's
go ahead and pour
good.
this."
That's good.
Right. But you
That's
know what he
Yes.
good.
can do with scraps, though. We know what God can do with them scraps. That five
Yeah.
thousand. Don't get it twisted.
Don't get
Don't
right.
sleep.
Hello.
Right. Don't
Don't
sleep.
get it
We can make it
twisted.
on
Yeah,
broken pieces, though.
Right.
yeah.
We can
Okay.
make it on broken pieces.
Okay.
Let's not
Don't
get it
get it
twisted.
twisted. At
But
the
It's
end of the
we,
true.
day,
Absolutely.
God, I now understand completely wholeheartedly that the only purpose that I have in the 2 feet that He's placed me on, bottom line, is to extend and expand, just like in Jabez, my border. The platform just
Mars.
for me to get to the higher place is not so that I can get the shiny awards and all the things. No, listen, those come with it. That's the benefit and the perks of being a child of God. But
Amen.
Mm.
That's it.
what you do with that, now that
Yeah.
you're globally known, go meet the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go get
That's
Yeah.
it.
them. Go use
Yes.
Pull
your
them in.
global. Go globally. Talk and teach, and just like He did with His 12 disciples, what's the difference? So
Yeah.
that's what I'm discipleship. And at the end of the day, I've been through a lot in this life. I know what it is to sit in the pulpit and cover your legs and still have Saturday night on you. I still know how to
Ooh.
run through the streets of the Shaw and, do this and do that and be in this relationship and do that. Listen, I'm from the streets. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah.
The
Mhm.
pink
Yeah.
lipstick ain't is a
Yeah.
front.
Yeah.
But what I'm
Yeah.
telling you is, at the end of the day, I'm straight
Uh-huh.
hood. And
You
I
Uh-huh.
know I see me when I walk in. So you can you can marble it up and shine it up and doll it up, put your lashes and this on, because all this finna come off when we done. But at the
watch
end of
Right.
the day, at the end of the day,
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, you take that same street hustle
Yeah.
and you
And
just
apply it.
you do that same hustle for God. That's
and
it.
use
For
it for a
God.
higher
Apply
That's
it to
it.
calling.
Use it for
God.
Him. Because you know what? That's your part in the game. That's your part of the plan.
Yes.
You
Yes.
know what? I was telling Brittany, I was like, oh my God, I'm nervous. I saw your list, your IMDb list. I was like, oh my God, she's just this and I mean, just to
Did
I
you
was
just say
talking to
nervous?
you.
If I could, I come.
Yes,
I really.
I really was.
I'm gonna shake this phone. Let me shake this phone. Shaking this
I
phone.
did. I
I
did.
gotta shake something. That is.
Yes, but God smacked me all through this interview because
Yes.
how humble and how down to earth you are.
Are you an
You,
actor?
I, I, I went to school for acting.
Are you
I
an
went to
actor?
study theater. I am not an actress. I am a director. I
Okay.
am a writer. I'm
So
a
you're an
producer.
actor.
Right.
Yes,
Because in
yes,
order for
yes,
you to,
yes.
Hey,
how can you
let her
communicate
know.
to your how can you communicate to your actor if you ain't felt the same? It
Right.
hits you first.
True.
You
Say
set
it.
up the plot. You set it up for us.
True.
You put us in position, and then
Say
once
it.
that
Say it.
position is there, we feel so good in it that we like, wow, this feels like home.
Yeah.
That's what
Hmm.
directing's all
You
about.
see yourself. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
keep
see
telling
Yeah.
yourself
you,
in there. You
you've
like,
been
man,
smacking me.
this is
Come on.
I don't even, is this a set or what? Wait, how did you know? How did you know
Right.
that about me? That's when the
Right.
director and the actor, they come together and they're talking and having this thing and these experiences. So the only reason that he's smacking you is because obviously there's something that you're supposed to be working on.
Hello.
Ah,
So
come
yeah,
on.
that's all it is.
Shoot, we're gonna lay hands on Marina after this.
Yeah, yeah. I'm getting in
Miss
my
Rhonda.
car and driving and shaking. That's what I'm gonna do.
Miss
Yeah,
Rhonda. Oh
yeah.
my God. I love you. I definitely want to carry on the relationship outside of here. You are someone
Absolutely.
that I need. You are someone that
Hmm.
I need, not to pull on you, but someone that
Yeah.
I just need in my area, in around me.
You're not
You know
Right.
what I
pulling
mean?
on me. I just said
Okay.
that's my position.
That's it.
Yes.
I said I just
Yes.
said that's my position, the position
Yeah.
of purpose. We're
And when
all
you are
here for the
called, you can't
betterment. We're
escape
all
it.
here for the betterment of someone else. If you're not doing well and you can't call me, I'm
Mm.
not serving
Mm,
God. I am not.
mm,
I am not. I'm trying to serve the mission of looking like I'm in the position to serve Him.
mm,
Mm.
It's not, no, that's not, I don't want that, guys. I want everybody to listen, if you are, even if you're a writer, actor, I don't want to be in a position. And God, I'm even talking to you, God. Thank you, Lord, for never
mm,
putting me in a position where I have to say that I am sitting here pretending. What
mm,
Mm.
I genuinely did with that monologue was not a monologue, it's what I feel. You think I ain't ever been in an abusive relationship?
mm,
You think I don't
mm,
never know what love it felt like before my husband came? You don't think I knew?
mm.
I look at Tina Turner's story and I go, wow, for a reason.
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
For a reason.
Miss Rhonda,
Well, I don't learn a
So
thank
lot.
call
you.
on me. I said,
I
I should
will.
say, call on me.
I will. I definitely will. And I really appreciate you coming on,
Yes.
being
For
yourself, your true,
having me.
authentic self, and
Yes.
letting people know where they can find you, what's coming up next for you, so they can watch out for it, and give a little tidbit on maybe someone that want to come into the industry. What do they
Well,
do?
we covered a lot of it right then and there. I'm gonna tell you
We
this.
sure
Yeah.
did.
If you are an actor, be an actor. Nobody
Yeah.
Mhm.
got to tell you what you already know. What experiences in your life have you been through? What
Right.
can you
Mhm.
add to the layers of what you read? It's reading a book. When you read a book or you read a magazine or you read let's just go as close to say, hey, when you read a IG story or something,
Yes.
does the person that wrote it, do you feel like, wow, you felt that?
Mhm. Mhm.
Hmm.
It's story.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
All have a story. One
Yes.
thing that I will tell every actor, make sure that this is something you want to do because the star is not planted on Hollywood. The star is already planted in you. You
I knew
Mm.
that's
do
what
not
you was about to
need
say. I
a
knew it.
star to act, to give you, to justify who
Yes.
your destiny. If it
Yes.
is calling on you, if you love it so much that you feel like there's nothing else you do, you wake up in the morning, you think about it, you go to sleep thinking about it. It's something that you always do. And more importantly, if this is not your calling, don't stop somebody else from doing it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's good.
Because acting is this is a very difficult job.
Yes.
It's very difficult. Not getting the role, and
Yeah.
even sometimes keeping the role, but playing the role of wanting to act.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why fool yourself?
Right.
Don't do that to yourself. Don't hurt
Right.
yourself. Don't do any of that, and don't compromise. Don't bend a little. Your time will come. I say work will get you work. Your work will get you work. So just keep doing the work. Educate yourself and continue to listen, volunteer.
Mm-hmm.
Get on sets. That's how I met you. That's how I became on this. That's how I come to be here. Who knew that God had it in your plan that all three of you would be here and I would be on the show?
Right. Come on. Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes.
so all the growing, what growing did we all do between then and now?
And now.
Be prepared for right now.
Yeah.
We have to be prepared for right now. So to anybody, whether you're actor, producer, anything, listen, also this, and I know you hear this is not just a hashtag. This is not just something you go around saying, hey, don't wait, create, do it yourself.
Yes.
Let people see you. If the roles ain't come to you, do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the role isn't coming, you say, oh, let me do this role. If you think that I can do it, but let me show you that I can do it, and I can do it my way.
Yes, that's good.
Yes.
That I can do it my way. And now you saying my way is effective. You're going, oh, wait a minute. And then now when they trying to call you and not no shade, maybe you just too busy. You already serious regular on your own lot.
Yeah, okay. You said it.
Right.
You said it at the beginning of our conversation. You said the pandemic helped me understand my purpose. I'm not going on no set just to say I'm at the top of the call sheet. I'm going because I know this is where God needs my feet to be to make sure that I meet the actor that I need to inspire, that make sure I talk to the writer that needs to have that wisdom dropped in their life, to make sure I talk to the producer who needs somebody to support or have that support. That's it. That's all. It's
real quick. You guys talk about Michael B. Jordan. Why do we have to say the B? What? Michael B. Jordan.
Because if I say Michael Jordan, everybody's talking about.
The B is silent. Okay.
Right. Is Michael Jordan no longer retired?
Okay. So because of him, listen, he was at the top of that call sheet. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The responsibility to be at the top of any call sheet?
Yeah.
Do you understand the weight of that?
Yes.
You better understand if you listen. We talked about that weight and weight. Maybe you need to WAIT on trying to understand that the WEIGHT of being up at the top of that list.
Yeah.
At the top of that call sheet come with a whole heap of other things.
Things.
That's like what we're doing in dialoguing right now. We can say, well, we hate his acting. We this, we that. Listen, he can take all this hate of all four of us and put it in a garbage disposal.
Right.
Because he know who he is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you know
if
who
you
he
know
is.
who you do, it's not just people think it's just the role that you're playing. It's the role of the industry and people just labeling you and tagging on and all the other stuff that comes with it. It's all the other things that come with it. It's a lot to out yourself.
Yeah.
It's a lot to let you come into my world.
Yeah.
Not just as an actor, but my beliefs and who I am and my past, my present, my love mate, my family, my child, a death or anything. It's a lot.
It's
now you got to take all that hate and people that's talking about you and still be the person at the top of the call sheet.
At the top of the call sheet. I'm sure.
I'm just so grateful that we had this open dialogue on Instagram. for everybody to hear, to get these gems from Miss Rhonda. Miss Rhonda, let them know where they can find you so
Yes.
we
Yes.
can go ahead and
I am
say
Rhonda
goodnight.
Morman. It's simple. I am Rhonda Morman on all platforms: Instagram, TikTok, all of it. I'm not.
Yeah, TikTok.
I need to
Yeah.
do. I
Okay.
need to TikTok much. I like those videos. I'm gonna start keep doing those. I did that
Okay.
Jamal Bryan one. That was fun.
She was
Ooh,
great, and
okay.
she knows how to do it really good.
I'm in there. I'm
You
doing
in
some
there? You
things. So
okay? We got to do a TikTok tutorial.
I
But I am Rhonda Morman on Facebook, IG, Twitter. Please, you know what? Let's talk healing. Let's talk overcoming.
yes.
Let's talk.
Yes.
Yes.
I do want to share this. Like I was saying, I am writing
Good.
a book right now. The title, it's a working title, but it's called Coming Up Short. And I just wanted to share that because I definitely want to share that because of all the good things that we've been talking about. Coming up short sounds like you're the victim. You're
Mhm.
actually victorious. Because
Mm.
coming up
Yes.
short gives you a direct way, your way, that
Your way.
Come
nobody
on.
else
Okay.
has done. And you get
Come
to share
on.
that. That's called testimony. So
Yes, it is.
it's me
Amen.
coming up short. Because you
Good.
know how we say, man, don't you always feel like you're coming up short? This happened, this happened, this happened, this
Mhm.
happened. How many hurdles did you get over? Like you said, when I look back over my life and
Hmm.
I
Yes.
think things over,
And I
you
think
go,
things
I
over.
already did that.
Oh, that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
So you ain't coming
Listen.
up short. You ain't coming up short. It's not you sitting here a victim. No, you're victorious.
Victorious. Yeah.
Listen.
Victor.
Listen. Listen.
Victor,
She can
right?
go on. We can go
Man.
on and
Yeah,
on
I don't
and
want to.
on.
Yeah, but
No, Miss
No,
Rhonda,
we're
there's
we're
so
gonna
much.
come back. No, we're gonna
we're
come
gonna
back with
have
you.
you. Yes, we're
Yeah,
gonna
we're
have you back
definitely
for
gonna.
real.
I would
We're
love to
definitely
come back,
gonna.
and I
Yes.
wish you guys nothing but success.
Man.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Thank
Blessings to
you.
you.
on saying,
Yes. I
"Hey,
appreciate you.
we're not waiting; we're creating." Congratulations on these mountains that you're about to hurdle over.
Mhm.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations for going under it, around it, surrounding it,
However.
all the other
Yes.
things that will happen. Everything, every time that thing that tried to push you, just push back. And he says we're two or three together, so you guys already gathered.
Huh.
So
That's it.
He said, I'll be
y'all
right in the
already
middle
have
of it.
corporate prayer.
That's
Come
it.
That's
on. Come
it. Thank
on.
you
Come
so
You
on.
much.
already, you
Ooh.
guys are already mangled. You already the pillars.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
Whoa.
now
Yeah.
you
Yes,
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
so
show
Yeah.
much.
people how you doing it, because then somebody,
Yes.
hey, I want to come on this show and say, hey, like you guys talked about
Yes.
earlier, what did you guys have to overcome to get here? Because
Yeah.
you know, in order to be media moguls, because that's what you guys are all designed to do. In order for you to be media moguls, oh, you gonna
Yeah.
go through some things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
But
that's right.
remember, you
Yes.
ain't coming up short.
Ain't coming
You're
up
Right.
not
short. I
coming up
gotta get
short.
that.
Thank you so,
Thank
so
you.
very
So
much. Oh
one,
my
I want to know,
gosh.
when will the
Thank
book be
you.
released? How long we gotta
I am
wait?
working on that right now, and we are looking at possibly the end of December. I'm sorry,
Good.
November.
Oh,
We
Good.
gotta
nice.
have a book release
Okay.
party. I better be invited. I'm
Yeah,
gonna be there.
Yes, we want to be
yes,
there.
yes,
We
definitely.
Yes.
definitely.
I
Yes.
love to,
Yes.
and I don't know what God is doing because, like I said, it was one woman show. I don't know if He wants me to do what you guys just said, as far as like that one word. If He gives me that one word and say, "Hey, I want you to do that one woman show,"
That's
I'll
it.
be doing that one woman show.
Okay.
Whatever his
So
will
you let
Okay.
is.
us know. Keep
Whatever.
us
Listen,
posted.
you said it right then and there. I'm not messing up none of my blessings.
His
That's
will. Yeah.
right.
None of them.
You let us
None of
know.
it.
Keep us posted, and we will
Yes.
be there. We want to support
Yes.
you in everything
Amen.
that you do. Thank you so
Every
much for
single thing.
everybody
Thank
that
you.
joined us tonight and tuned in. Hopefully, you were blessed. Hopefully, you can go forward with your dreams and be inspired by Miss Rhonda and us. So,
Yeah.
hopefully, if you need anything, call on us. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Monologue Room Live with Miss Rhonda Morman. Go
Yes.
check
Thank
her
you
out. Go
guys for
follow her
having
right now.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you, B Baby. Thank you, Sam King.
Yay.
Thank
Yes,
you.
Thank
thank you
you,
Absolutely.
I
sis.
love
guys. You
you
guys have been
We
all.
great.
have our next show. Don't forget our next show, May 22nd. May
Yes.
22nd, we will be speaking to the acting coach, and father of the year. In my
Yes.
mind, this dude is amazing.
Yes, he
Mr.
is.
Kier Thyris. He is going to be on our next show.
Oh, that's
So
so
please,
Yes.
awesome.
Tune
Yes.
in for that. I am so excited to get the chance to talk to him and find out what he and his acting son has
And
been
his
up
son.
to because I hear
Yes.
they are booked. They are
Yes.
booked. So
Booked
Very
and
good.
blessed.
thank you,
Blessed
thank
and
you,
booked.
thank you.
Real
Blessed,
quick,
booked and
quick.
blessed.
I did a
Yes.
play with him.
Oh,
Oh,
you did? Oh my
God
see.
don't do nothing on accident or coincidence.
that's
Ever.
right. That's right.
Ever.
That's right.
Say oh.
Incredible. Congratulations, kid. Just booked something just the other day.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing,
Wonderful,
Thank
amazing.
you
wonderful.
Thank
guys
you,
so
thank you,
much
thank you, Miss
again.
Rhonda. I love you so
I
very
love
Thank
you
much.
you.
back.
You
I
are a
love you
blessing in my life. I
too.
can't wait to
So
see you in
wonderful to
person and
meet
give
you.
you a big old squeeze
I
Gotta
know.
do that.
and love up on you.
Gotta do that.
Yes.
Till
Everybody
next
have a
time,
great
guys.
night. Till next time.
Till next
Have a
time.
good
Bye,
Thank
night.
everyone.
you.
Be blessed and stay safe.
That's